Oh, how's it going, guys and girls? I'm your indie bro, and I am burnt as a motherfucker. Look at that. I'm a ripe little tomato. Still have a little voice lossage from the weekend's epicness. What a weekend. What a freaking weekend. The more I look, the more I want to spare you the pain of this abomination right now. So I'm going to put my Lolla bandana that I got for free. So here's a cumulative list of who I actually ended up seeing. Day 1, Cisco, 21 Pilots, Band of Horses, Imagine Dragons, Hot Chip Killers. Day 2, Cherub, Little Green Cars, Ben Howard, Local Natives, The National, and Mumford. And Day 3, Palma Violets, Jake Bugg, kinda, Alex Clare, Two Door Cinema Club, Vampire Weekend, and Phoenix. A lot of changes from what I initially intended. You gotta save time for food, you gotta save time for drinking, pissing, you gotta save time for all these things. My top 3 gotta be Mumford was, oh, man, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful performance. I had to miss the Lumineers to get closer up for Mumford. It was definitely well worth to get closer to Mumford because they blew me away. Killers were amazing. They started off with Mr. Brightside. Love it. Oh, it brightened my day, that's for sure. I Got Soul, But I'm Not a Soldier, man. That's my favorite song by them, for sure. And that was very moving. All of us had soul, but none of us were soldiers. And Phoenix. Wow. Wow. Man, that guy was awesome. I was third row. Wow, that was the best decision I made the whole weekend because being up closer Phoenix and Vampire Weekend and Two Door was just amazing. Probably the biggest surprise was how good 21 Pilots were. Like, they were awesome. They came out in these, like, masks, these, like, skeleton masks, and freaking jumping off pianos. They take a big bass drum. He brings it on the audience. He stands on the audience, has the audience carry the drums, and he's pounding on the drums on top of the audience. And I'm, like, right next to him. It was awesome. Another band that surprised me, because I thought they'd be good, but I didn't know they'd be that good, was Cherub. They were awesome. I don't know what he was playing, but he had a little tube that he would stick in his mouth, and he would sing while playing the guitar, and it was like he was like singing through electricity. I was second row for that, so the bass was pumping at me. I was very impressed by Cherub. Of course, Ben Howard was beautiful. Let's go to the people I was not impressed by. Imagine Dragons. Not impressed at all. Voice was very mediocre. Compared to what the studio recording sounds like. Hot Chip was fun. Not the most exciting, but it was fun. And I'm going to stand by what I said before. The National, I ended up seeing The National. His voice was it seemed very depressing the whole time. Like, the graphics were very dark. I got bored. Little Green Cars were okay. I didn't get to see all of them, but from what I heard, they sounded pretty good. Nothing to rave about, though. Couple of highlights. Number 1. Phoenix. Out of nowhere, you know, Thomas Marr just vanishes. Like, no, we're like, what the like, we didn't know where he was. All of a sudden, I look back, he starts crowd surfing right towards us. Like, he goes all the way to the back and crowd surfs right to the front of the stage. And he goes right past me. It was unbelievable. And then he also starts going during 1901. I got a sick clip from that, from me right next to him, during 1901. So I didn't really know how much crowd surfers really ruined everyone else's experience. I honestly think that there's someone who blows like a magic conch shell that signals everyone to crowd surf at the same time. When we were in the front row, first 3 rows of Two Door, literally we got like a freaking stampede of crowd surfers just like smacking me in the head and like pushing everyone around. It's like, honestly, if you're thinking about crowd surfing, just realize it's fun for you, but you're making it miserable for everyone else. Unless you're Thomas Mars, right? Or unless you're this one guy. You can do whatever you want. Don't let a wheelchair hold you back, let me tell you. The craziest thing happened during Vampire Weekend. So, you know, some hammered, mollied up, drugged up dude just like crowd surfs to the front or whatever, gets taken out the front. and the security guard's like walking him in front of the stage. He slips away from the guard somehow, and he literally clears like I don't know, like a 4-foot stage with one jump, and he makes it all the way up there, pulls his pants down. I see this guy's hairy ass, and he starts running around on stage. He runs right behind Ezra Koenig. Ezra playing it all cool, like nothing's happening. He's just going along with the song, well, giving up the gun, you know. He's not giving up his performance for that guy. And all of a sudden, a security guard just runs up on stage, like straight out of the movies, full out lays this guy out. Congrats, you're a registered sex offender now, man. I saw your ass, and so did about 80,000 other people. I literally was on one stage for about 9-10 hours. I was on the Bud Light stage for 9 hours. I got really cozy there. Met a lot of friends. There were a lot of people with my plan. So I was hanging out with the same people for 9 hours. You're probably thinking, how did I go to the bathroom? I didn't. I held that shit in for 9 hours. Yeah. I retained fluids like a motherfucker. Alright, so that's about it for the weekend. What a great weekend it was. So definitely advice for the future. Wear sunscreen. You can make leather out of my forehead right now. That's how bad it is. Number 2, stay hydrated as fuck. Like, get a Camelback. Or buy just like 30 box waters. And number 3, sacrificing bands to get better spots is very worth it for me. Because being as close as I was for those 3 bands it made my weekend. Like, Phoenix just freaking killed it. Alright, I'm your indie bro. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment. Let me know, like, if there were any bands I should have seen, any good bands that you saw, any funny stories, like cool stories that happened. Please let me know. And also, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. I'm going to be releasing videos as much as I can, hopefully weekly, about some new bands, some old ones that I want everyone to know about. So, stick around.